Hi, everybody. Very quickly, right before we start episode 4, I just wanted to say that my friend is hosting a giveaway of some of the items she sells on her Etsy shop. It is in collaboration with Alias. So if you guys want to know how to get any of these cool shakers as well as stickers relating to your bias in BTS, follow her Instagram, which is where the rules will be posted. The rules will also be posted on our page as well. And the giveaway will begin on Friday. So it'll close within 2 weeks after that. So be sure to apply if you guys want to get some of these cool shakers. Yes, Alias. Hello, this is Alias FM. I'm your host today, Ivy, and I'm with
Bella.
It is episode 4, and on today's episode, we will be talking about the new year. Happy New Year, everyone!
Happy New Year!
So to kick off this year, we're going to be talking about songs that motivate us, as well as New Year's predictions that we have in K-pop. So, Bella, do you have any New Year's resolutions?
My New Year's resolution, to be honest, I didn't really take a long time thinking about it. I just kind of went with how how I felt. And I feel like this year, it's more of a continuation of what I've been trying to do for the second half of 2020, which is keeping my focus, focusing on keeping God first in my life, and then being gentle with my mental health. Those are kind of the things that I was trying to do for 2020, and I just want to continue those things. And if I'm being honest, I think I'm gonna forever keep those things as my annually New Year's resolution. The one thing that might slightly be different is that I kind of want to try new things this year. I don't know if I'm gonna get the opportunity to try new things, but if the case, if it ever happens, then I want to try new things and see what I can do. But yeah, I don't know with the pandemic, but we'll see how that goes. What about you?
My goal is to just be, for this year, is to just be content. There's a lot of things that I was freaking out about last year, and I wasn't very content with certain things, but I mean, it's those are things out of my control anyways. You know what I mean? Not that I'm just gonna let things step over me, but I have to learn how to be content with certain things that I don't really have control over, and I want to work on balance this year. Balance mentally, spiritually, as well as my work and school. I think that's my overall goal, is just to have balance. Cause sometimes I'll prioritize something over something else, and then I'll just end up procrastinating, and then I have to rush. So last year I teeter-tottered left and right constantly, and this year I really just want to stay centered,
Yeah, that's kind of how I want to be too. It's just and I think that ties in with my mental health, trying to be balanced, because I feel my mental health can sometimes be all over the place. So yeah.
So New Year's predictions.
I don't know.
We already had one of our so one of the topics that I had written down for us was the Dispatch couple, because every year they release Dispatch releases an idol couple or an actor couple, but that already happened.
Yeah.
And congrats to Son Ye-jin and Hyunbin, great couple. I really like the drama.
Yeah.
It's
I didn't at first. I didn't want to watch the drama just because it was such a big hype. But then after everyone watched it, then I decided to watch it. And to be honest, the reason why I watched it was because I was supposed to be the Nae, which means the main female lead in. Which means the main female lead in our Mongneer's Colorado skit. And we were gonna do Crash Landing on You. We were gonna do that as a theme. And if you saw it, then you know what they did. But then I had to tell seeing last minute that I couldn't do it, and I was really sad, and I was telling my mom, and I was like, I'm so old, they're not gonna ask me to do it again. They're gonna ask me I'm gonna be the mom the next time they ask me to do it.
It's okay.
Because I feel like so old. But yeah, that's why I watched it.
Oh, I like the drama.
Yeah, it was really cute.
I watched it when it was airing, and I got my mom into it, and then it was like, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I do want to say I am very surprised that Dispatch decided to release an acting couple instead of an idol couple this year. But yeah. I do understand why. A lot of things have been happening in the idol world that are enforcing change, and I think it is for the better. Not saying that like actors are less important or that their mental health isn't as important, but I feel like it's so crucial when it comes to idols. It's like when you're dating, like you have the quote unquote, like, what is it? The innocent aura, or I don't know how to explain it. It's like it's like an expectation where people just kind of assume idols don't do anything. Idols don't have feelings. People think of idols like dolls. And I think that's why it's like, it's very detrimental when they come out as dating and people like bash them for it and like rip them apart. You know what I mean? Like when Hyuna and E'Dawn had their whole like dating reveal, and like literally fans were like leaving.
But can I just say, Hyuna is an absolute queen for handling that situation, because I feel like when idols come out with dating, and then I feel like when they come out with dating, then like, you know, there's a lot of fans that like hate on them or are upset or disappointed in them and all that stuff, right? And then they have to come out with an apology statement. They have to apologize for being in a relationship. I hate the apology. Ugh. I know. And you know what? I'm very proud of Hyuna because she didn't do that. Like, maybe she said like, I'm sorry I took you guys by surprise, but honestly, she didn't apologize for being in a relationship. Like, she didn't apologize for liking someone, which she shouldn't have to anyways, you know? So I really admired that she did that, and I admired that she came out with it. She was open with it, and she was like, you know, like the rest of the world has to deal with it. That's it, you know? So I really like that she did that.
But yeah, so I'm excited if like other idols come out this year, or other actors and actresses come out this year saying that they're dating. Like, I'm gonna support them, you know what I mean? Just like, I want them to be happy. They're my faves. I want my faves to be happy.
They're really cute together.
Another thing that's coming up this year, it's really sad, but it's going to be disbands. We can't say that they're going to be disbanding for sure, but we do know that their contracts are ending. Groups with contracts that are ending are IZ*ONE, Mamamoo, GOT7, Red Velvet, Winner, and Lovelyz. And we just got to wait and see if they'll renew their contract. I think Mamamoo would renew their contract.
I was just about to say that. Yeah, I think Mamamoo is probably going to renew it. I am hoping that GOT7 would, but I don't know. I don't really know what to expect, because like maybe a member might feel like they don't want to do it anymore. You know what I mean? So like, I don't know. And Red Velvet also has me worried. Winner also kind of helps me worried.
One of the Winner members is in the military right now. I hope they renew.
Yeah,
I like Winner's music.
I don't know about Lovelyz that much, so I wouldn't know.
Lovelyz music slaps. I love it. Achoo. No. Yeah. I hope they renew too. They did really well on Queendom too, and they gained a lot of new fans. So I think they'll stay together because their last comeback was received really well too. For sure, IZ*ONE's is ending. If it gets a renewal, we'll have like a second podcast. Not like a second podcast episode just dedicated to the whole IZ*ONE situation / like produce scandal. So be on the lookout for that, everyone.
That was a lot.
Yeah, it might be a doozy, but I think it is very important to talk about that whole situation.
And I think it's okay for us to like voice our opinions. I feel like we can like obviously it's just our opinion, so like it's not like we're gonna say that we're absolutely right or whatever. It's just that what we think, and like if you agree with it, then great. If you don't agree with it, then you know, like we can agree to disagree. But it's just an opinion. Exactly. And like I think having mature and like honest conversations about it is like something that like people should talk about more. Anyway, so
Yeah. So, along with like the contract ending and stuff like that, I think Lovely's by not changing their concept necessarily, but by being able to hop their concept after the whole Queen thing, I think it's gonna be one thing that allows them to or enables them to extend their contract. And along with the idea of switching concepts, I wanted to talk about music trends. Music trends right now in K-pop, EDM's fading out. Not like EDM as a whole, but like the very commercialized generic K-pop EDM where they rip out the whole chorus and just like replace it with a dance break. That's fading out, and like the retro concepts like coming in really fast, like it's slapping, you know what I mean? Like we had BTS's Dynamite, and then right after we had Luna's Star that came in, and then we also have Everglow's La Di Da and Twice's I Can't Stop Me. And a lot of these retro concepts are just coming out right now. G-Friend.
I tried not to be obsessed with Twice's I Can't Stop Me, but but like it's really like, even if you don't like the song, like it just gets stuck in your head.
Yeah.
Like, it's stuck.
Nayeon's part at the beginning is my favorite part. Maggie hates it when I sing it. I'm like, and then ring ring. Like I'll sing it when I'm doing dishes. Like I don't know, man.
I see so many memes like of Nayeon's high note at the very end, like ad-libs, her ad-lib. And like, I think the most viewed one that I've seen is Jin when he's like upset or something about the TV and he's like
yelling, yeah.
There's so many.
See, I see a lot of
not the only ad.
See, a lot of the memes I see too are like girls who are to be like, don't bother me, I'm doing hot girl shit, and then it's just like them dancing to I Can't Stop Me. Like yes, but yeah, the retro concept's coming in really fast. We're getting some city pop coming in, like BTS's Ionic. Yukika just signed under a new company, so hopefully she'll be able to do more city pop music under them. But yeah, retro's always kind of been around in K-pop, but like I feel like the hyper focus on retro just really started kicking off towards like the second half of the year last year. So I think other subgenre predictions that are my predictions for like subgenres that will be coming in, I think we'll be getting some soultronic so that we can also still have like some of that synth music in there. I also think we'll be having some J-pop-esque music. Like when I say J-pop-esque, I mean like the early 2000s Utara Hikaru kind of music, where it's like kind of R&B, but at the same time it's got like a square bass in the back. I don't know if you guys know early 2000s J-pop, it's very distinct. Like I don't know, man, it's just very distinct, and I think we'll be getting some of that in K-pop, like the way they will be sampling it for, I guess, the more trendy EDM that's coming in style, where it's a chorus over EDM instrumentals and or a less distinct EDM melody. I think that's what they'll be using. They'll be sampling or like kind of taking inspiration from that kind of sound. Another thing I wanted to talk about is since we have the Rona right now, a lot of our idols have been having fan meets and concerts online, or like online events. If the world gets better, do you think they'll still keep having like these online concerts and like online fan meets? Like, because right now they're doing like online video calls with their fans if you like win certain things and stuff like that. Do you think they'll still keep that because it was a pretty good thing, or do you think they'll just like cut it all together by the time the world gets better?
I feel like they'll probably cut it. If I'm not saying that like what do you mean by the world gets better? Because honestly, just kidding. But yeah, I mean like when it gets like quote unquote, better, like it. I just feel like there wouldn't be a use for it being online because I think people would rather meet them in person.
Have in-person stuff, right?
Yeah, but I feel like for now, like online is the best thing
I think for me personally, in my opinion, I think that when the world quote unquote gets better, I think they'll still keep doing online fan meets and online concerts. It'll just be like in less of a frequency, but I still think the online concerts will be a thing because they made so much money doing online concerts because people couldn't attend. And I think by being able to do online concerts, they're still able to get money from international fans who can't attend the events if the concert is like for like, let's say in Korea, you know what I mean? They'll be able to still get money from the international fans, and international fans will still be able to experience the concert even if it's just at home. So I don't think online concerts are gonna go away. I don't think online concerts are going to go away. I just think it'll be more selective on how they're going to do online concerts and specifically for which venues.
Like, it'll just be in addition to, like, being able to go to the concert. Yeah. But I still, okay, I guess maybe it's just a me thing. Like, if I could actually, like, if I had no choice but to do it online, then I would do it online. But if I had a choice to go see them, I probably would want to go see them. Not that I would have the money to, just though I'd probably rather go see them in person. But
I think online fan meets are still going to be a thing too, but I just think it'll be less frequent. Like it'll be like a here and there event. It's not like the way it is now where like you can't really go to the online or I guess in-person fan signs. Right now fan signs are just online. And I think we're still going to have some online fan signs. Like, I mean, who wouldn't want to have a voice call with their bias, you know what I mean?
I think I would probably
or like FaceTime call.
I don't, but I'd probably be like, this is a prank. Is it?
Block, I don't know this number. But, yeah. I mean, I still think some of the online stuff is going to stay, and I think a lot of the other online stuff will just kind of go away. Yeah. Also wanted to talk about, along with like the concepts of music, I wanted to talk about concepts of fashion. I think 60s and 70s fashion is going to come in along with like the Y2K fashion. So like stuff from like the very preppy clothing, like in Gossip Girl or like in Mean Girls. I think hyper pink is going to come back in a style.
Like... What is that movie called? Oh, Clueless? Have you seen that movie, Clueless?
Like, well, not Clueless, but like...
Where the...
You know, like in... You know, I think I'm going to see this a lot. I feel like we'll see this a lot within girl groups specifically. Because I can just, like, imagine in girl groups. I can't really see it in boy groups yet. But I think, like... you know, like how in Mean Girls, like, the way their outfits are color coordinated... It's like it's like Regina was, like, wearing the hyper pink. And, like, the other two girls were wearing, like, softer pastels of pink. Or like in the movie Jawbreaker.
Are you just saying that like pink is gonna be the new pink?
Yeah, pink's gonna be the new black. I think it'll be like a very like bold kind of pink. I don't think it'll be like a neon pink, but I think it'll be a very like present pink. I think primary color is gonna come back in a style too, because I said 60s and 70s trend. So I think we're gonna get some more color block outfits coming in. I think we'll be getting A-line outfits,
so more
for
like
girls.
red and more like red and yellow.
Yeah, red, yellows,
like
blues,
blue.
Oh, I think stockings are gonna make a comeback.
Well, then I feel
like the color stockings.
Then I feel like you're describing Clueless, because I feel like that's basically what Clueless is. Like Clueless is like basically, you know, when Jenny wears all Chanel. Like that's basically what Clueless is. Aww. Like Clueless wears the high socks, the plaid skirt, whatever color you decide, but like plaid skirt and like
it's like the very preppy chic
headband, pearls or whatever. Yeah, that's basically Clueless.
Yeah, so I think a lot of that kind of like fashion wise is gonna be coming back in. I also think like the early 2000s like hip-hop R&B kind of like music video outfits are gonna come back in, as well as like the way the music videos are shot. I don't know why, I've just like seen some like not in K-pop yet, but I've seen some like Western music videos have it, as well as like people on TikTok. Like I think the influence that TikTok has on like trends and stuff like that is really kicking off. So I think we'll be getting a lot of like the video vixen looks, which is like, you know, like those old R&B music videos where they're just like girls on the side and they're like very voluptuous, and like the way they're dressed is like very like very early 2000s. I feel like that kind of fashion will be in just for a bit, you know, like it'll have its moment in 2021 and then it'll like kind of leave. I feel like that's gonna be a thing. I just have like a gut feeling. So, yeah. And then another thing we can look forward to this year is rookies. We have a lot of rookie girl groups coming in. I don't know any of the rookie boy groups yet. I didn't do a lot of research on boy groups, and a lot of the times I feel like they're keeping boy groups more secret than they are girl groups nowadays. So that might be it too. But girl groups that I know we can look forward to is aespa, which is under SM Entertainment. It's the new girl group that had just debuted. Another girl group that's coming up is Purple Kiss. They're under Mama Moose Entertainment. Super talented. They had like a pre-release single.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I love their vocals. So good. And then Big Hit had just confirmed, I think it was like a day or two ago, that their girl group was going to be debuting this year too. So
that'd be really cool.
Yeah.
I think the last time they had a girl group was Glam.
Glam.
And that was
I
a
think
mess
that was
too.
like 2011 or 2012, something
yeah,
like
but
that.
that whole group was like,
Oh, yeah, I feel so bad
I
for
don't
the members
think
who weren't involved in the
Yeah.
scandal. It's like, oh, jeez.
yeah,
So,
like it was. I don't know.
do you think they're gonna debut with like a cute concept?
No.
No.
It's Big Hit. I don't feel like they would. I feel like maybe Girl Crush kind of, because I feel like that's the new thing right now. That I feel like that's the way they would start out. You know, like yeah, Girl Crush, and then I mean they could explore other genres, but like I don't think they would start out that way.
I think Big Hit's new girl group's gonna debut with like a more youthful concept, not necessarily full girly girl. I think they're gonna kind of debut the way TXT did. You know how TXT wasn't like full like cutesy boy when they debuted, but it was like a very youthful image. I think they're gonna do that with their new girl group.
Yeah, and I can see that, like a youthful one, but for like girly and cutesy, I don't think they're gonna do that.
I don't think it'll be hyper feminine, but I don't think it'll be Girl Crush either. Just because I feel like Girl Crush is getting oversaturated right now. So I feel like Big Hit's gonna want to come out with something that'll stand out from like everything else.
But I feel like youthful can be like Girl Crush in a sense.
Yeah.
You know, like I feel like
I think Weekly was a
That-
good, like, youthful, but, like, not overly cutesy one. So was Weki Meki when they debuted, or Wiki Miki, however they pronounce their name. They debuted very...
No, it's Wiki Mickey.
Wiki Miki, yeah. They debuted with a very youthful concept, but it wasn't too cute either for I Don't Like Your Girlfriend. So I think something like that would be very fitting for Big Hit's new girl group. And if we don't know them yet, I think that's, like, the kind of concept they'll have, where it's, like, youthful, but, like, strong. So
Yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll just have to see, because I have
and
no
then
idea.
YG keeps saying they're gonna have a new girl group too. So I don't know. We'll see how they manage.
I don't know. I can't with
Yeah.
YG.
But yeah, I mean that's what they say. So we'll see. For boy
yeah.
groups, I don't really know any new boy groups that are coming out, but I am anticipating the new boy groups that will be coming out. From what I did check, there's a new group coming out. They're called I think it's Tilgu Tilsa. No, Tilgu Ilsa, which is like T1914 or something like that. Everyone was like hyping them up on Twitter, so I'll just have to wait and see when they come out. But yeah, those are some new rookies that I'm aware of, or like current rookies that I know we can look forward to.
I don't really know any new rookies.
I'm always on the radar
I know-
checking, man.
Yeah, I don't really keep up with like new rookies unless like they already came out or something. But yeah.
One thing I do want to see more, or one thing that I do want to see for this upcoming year, I want to see a girl group that plays like music, like band music, kind of like a Day 6, but like a female counterpart to that, or like the Rose, but female counterpart. I want to see like a girl group where they play instruments. I think that'd be fun.
Yeah, I don't know. See, like, that's the thing. Is Day 6 considered, like, K-pop? Do you know what I mean by that? Because, like, technically they're a band. They're not a group.
Yeah, I mean, I would still consider it under the umbrella, because, I mean, people still considered CN Blue and, like, N Flying, as well as, like, FT Island under it and Led Apple.
But that's the thing. Like, people considered that K-pop back then. I feel like they have a new...
Yeah.
definition.
I feel like
for
K-pop
it,
has become less of a genre and more of a subculture at this point. Yeah, you know what I mean?
I don't know. I don't know. Okay, so I was on our Alias account on Instagram, and I saw a post that was like, "Can we go back to the days when K-pop was like a side hobby?" Because honestly, everyone's making it seem like it's your job. Like, people take it so seriously.
Oh my gosh.
Like, it's supposed to be something you enjoy. Like, people take it so seriously.
Yeah, I feel like it's become a subculture to where, I think there's like certain niches in it now that people are dedicated towards rather than like it as a whole. And I feel like the purpose of our podcast is just to kind of look at it as a whole. You know, so thank God we have our podcast and you're my friend. So, yeah, totally agree with that. Also, since Bella mentioned our Instagram, it's at alias_official. Y'all should check it out. We update. So, plus you could also get most of our updates there. Like when we had a late post on an episode, there was an update just forewarning everyone on it. So, be sure to head over to Instagram and follow us at alias_official. So before we close out, do you have any motivational songs you wanted to like recommend our listeners for 2021 to listen to? Motivational as well as like comfort songs?
Yeah, I have a few, more than a few, but so the first one that I have is I Love You, or ILY, by The Rose. I really like that song. I just feel like it's a really good song. In case you need someone to tell you they love you. In case you need like someone to say they love you when you're having a really bad day or something like that. I like listening to that song. I feel like it's very relaxing, and I feel like when I listen to it, I don't have to think so much. Which is a really bad thing. If you like know me, you know that I overthink a lot. Bad. It can be, but yeah. The next one is That's Okay by Dio.
You're biased.
Besides the fact that his voice is literally heaven, I like listening to that song just because it's a comfort song. I think you can probably like literally the title says That's Okay. And then the next one is Hero by Paul Kim. I also really like listening to this one. I feel like all the songs that I'm about to list kind of have the same, around the same message, around the same vibe. Yeah. So, so if like you wanted to listen to the same vibe.
It's like very comforting.
The next one. Yeah. Well, except for maybe this next one. This next one is Ain't That Pretty, which is by Ailey. It's more like beauty standards, and it's kind of like a girl not rock, sorry, but a girl like
anthem.
Like, yeah, girl anthem, because it talks about how like obvious like there's nobody perfect, and all the beauty standards of saying like like obviously it's like this is pretty and this is not pretty. That's basically what the song's about. Hence the title, Ain't That Pretty. And then the next song is Feeling by Ailey as well, but it's featuring Eric Nam. I feel like this song is more of like trying to figure out what you're feeling.
Yeah.
While also feeling this emotion, if that makes sense. Like the emotion is trying to figure out your emotion. Like that's literally what the song's about. And then the next one is, I just realized it's kind of this, well, it's a similar title to Dio's, but it's Okay by B2B. I probably know every single word in this song because I listen to it a lot. And I think if you listen to the lyrics, it's another comfort song. It's more of a song where like, if you feel like you have nobody that will listen to you, you can listen to this song in a sense, and it's in a way it's like they're listening to your everyday problems, if that makes sense.
That makes sense.
And then the last song is Zombie by Day 6, just because it's a really good song.
It's relatable.
It's a really good song. It's a really good song. It's relatable. And just because it's like having a motivational or comfort song doesn't necessarily mean it has to be like all positive in a sense.
Yeah.
I feel like just displaying how you're feeling and what you're going through can be comforting. So, and like, and then feeling like you're not the only person going through it is also comforting. So, Zombie by Day 6, definitely recommend that one. And I think those are all the songs that...
Those are great. I listen to a lot of those songs too. I don't listen to them every day, but I do listen to a lot of those songs. Those are in my rotations for my comfort playlist.
What about you?
Songs that I'm listing or I guess recommending for everyone to listen to for 2021 for motivation as well as comfort. The first song is both a motivation and a comforting song. This song is Palette by IU. It came off her album Palette, which came out like 3 years ago actually. And I love that song so much. Palette is a song where it's about accepting yourself and being okay with yourself, because the way other people view you shouldn't affect the way you view yourself. And just doing things for yourself. Not too selfishly, in the sense where you want to be self-serving all the time, but in a way where you deserve to love yourself. And I really like that. And I think it's something that everybody needs to hear for 2021. So don't be selfish to yourself. You know what I mean? Like, let yourself indulge, but like do it because you deserve it. And I also put Road by BTS, or I guess Path. This song is my ride or die for motivation. It always gets me back on my feet. It always like makes me want to keep going forward, because in the lyrics it's literally like, what's at the end of this road. And the thing is, we don't know what 2021 is gonna look like. It might be like 2020, you know, like, God please no, but like we don't know. And the thing is, we just have to keep going towards it, and the goal is to just live out. So this is the song I'm recommending to all of you guys. I'm also recommending Climax by Team B, which also carries a similar message, except it's the message of not giving up and reaching for the limits. With the circumstance of the world, I still want to encourage everyone to reach their goals, whatever their goals may be. So I think Climax is a really good motivation song. It keeps me centered. I also want to recommend 2-3 by BTS. It's off their Wings album, which came out in like 2016. 2-3 is a B-side track. It's super good. It's just kind of about being able to hold on and wishing for better days, knowing that we will have better days. So that's a good comfort song for 2021. I also want to recommend Peace Sign by Kenshi Yonezu. Where are my weebs at? I love this song. So if you guys are looking to get into shape this year, like, this is my fight song. When I was wanting to get into shape, I would run to this song on repeat, like, no cap, my dude. This song is just like really good. It's kind of been overplayed because like it's become a meme, but it's really good. It gets me in the mood to like, anytime I hear it, like if I'm at work and I hear it, I automatically have to like get up and do something. Or like in my head, I'm playing out my like, I'm playing out my tournament arc in my head. Like, it's the last game. Like, we only got 5 minutes left on the clock. Like, that's how it is every time I hear this song. And then another motivation song I wanted to throw in here was Heroine by Sunny, or I guess Juingo. And I also want to recommend The Boys and Wanis's version of it too. The song's very inspirational, and it's just kind of like, be your own hero, as well as even if things don't go well, even if things suck, the show must go on, which is true. Life goes on. And good segue, the last song I'm recommending is Life Goes On by BTS. So I just wanted to let everyone know that life goes on even when the most unpredictable happens, and to keep holding on. We will have better days. So
yeah, and I think it's okay that, like, I think it's like when we have hard days and everything, I think it's okay to like not be so hard on yourself. Like when you're saying what did you say about the one, or being your own hero?
Yeah, being your own hero.
So like that kind of reminds me of the song that I put down, "Hero" by Paul Kim, because that's basically what the song's about too. It's just like,
Hey, you have the
I
masculine version, and I have the feminine version.
Yeah, I just realized that too. I didn't realize that until you said it, and then I was like, oh. But yeah, that's kind of like what the song's about too, is just being your own hero. And I feel like, I mean, I guess with the song "Hero" by Paul Kim, it doesn't necessarily like have to be you as your own hero. I guess that's just how I interpret it when I listen to it. But I think you could also interpret it as like being grateful for someone who was there for you in the time that you needed it. Yeah. Life goes on.
Yeah, life goes on a final note. 2021, life goes on, everyone. We're wishing you guys all good health. So wear your mask and stay safe. Bye.
Yep. Bye, guys.
Hey listeners, I just wanted to say that my friend Christine is going to be hosting a giveaway for her Etsy shop that recently has opened. She is doing a giveaway because Yoongi, her bias, is back with BTS, and so if you want to know the rules to get these really cool shakers as well as like really awesome vinyl stickers, head on over to her Instagram, which will be linked below and will also be on the screen right now. And it's only open for 2 weeks, so make sure you go ahead and apply.